Those of you who have had bad posture like yours truly and sit at your desk all day, listen up, because you're probably developing all these bad habits and probably in pain all the time and have these knots and kinks in your shoulders and neck. Joining us this morning is Julie Moon, physical therapist at Moon Physical Therapy. Good morning, Julie.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Okay, so when people are slouching at work, what are they doing wrong?
So a lot of people, they're sitting at their desk for long periods of time, 8 hours, sometimes even more, and you don't see a lot of people with good posture. So they're hunched over, their shoulders are rounded, heads forward, and that can cause a lot of muscle tension, and then if it's not addressed over time, it can cause pain.
All right, so I am a terrible sitter at work, posture, so we have a chair here that we're gonna use for example. So when I'm at work typing up scripts, I'm kind of lounging like this, kind of like leaning back like this. What's wrong with this picture?
Yeah, so you can cause a lot of issues in the spine. You can have neck and shoulder problems, back problems. Symptoms can be serious, like pain and numbness and tingling traveling down the arms. You know, I see a lot of chronic headaches. So the one thing that you want to do is you want to break that habit of poor posture.
Easier said than done. Okay, so I have to what do I need to do? I have to be
So you
upright,
can use something as simple as 2 tennis balls taped together.
Okay.
And you're just going to put them behind you, kind of in between your shoulder blades.
Okay.
So it's between you and the chair. So this is a really great instant feedback to make sure that you're sitting up nice and tall, because if you end up kind of leaning forward over time, the ball drops.
Yes.
And then that kind of reminds you to correct your posture.
This is uncomfortable. You have to get comfortable in this uncomfortable position, or maybe just because I'm not used to it?
Yeah, you look awesome right now.
Okay.
Okay, so
when you're leaning forward and the ball drops, that's a reminder
yeah, it's a
get
really
back to good posture.
Cue. Yep, and you can also use this to actually increase the flexibility of your spine. So what you're going to do is you're going to clasp your hands together and then bring them behind your head. And then you're just going to gently kind of put them behind your head here.
Okay.
Good. And you're just going to gently lean back into the tennis ball, looking up to the ceiling.
Praying. Oh, it's like
and you
cracking.
should feel, yeah, so it increases mobility. So you don't have to go too much, but it just increases flexibility at the spine. You can do that maybe 5 or 10 times, just coming back and then bending
This actually
backward.
feels really good because it's kind of like mashing out the muscles back there.
Yep, and you can also, lower the ball in a different area of the spine. But super easy.
So this will help with the blood flow as well as all the kinks and knots.
Yep, yep. And then to address, a lot of tension in the neck and the shoulders, you can do a couple of neck stretches.
Okay, how do you do that?
Okay, so you're sitting up nice and tall. Okay. Hook one hand kind of on the bottom of your chair, so you're dropping your shoulder.
Okay.
There you go, yeah, the arm. And then you're going to grab your head with your hand. You're just going to pull gently over to one side. So this is a really good upper trapezius stretch, and you should feel it from your ear to your shoulder.
Yeah, it feels very good.
You want to hold for about 30 seconds. And then the next one is you're going to come up straight again. You're going to turn to your opposite
supposed to hurt?
shoulder. You're probably super
Namaste.
tight. Good.
You hold it for like 30 seconds.
Yep. And then
try the other side?
You can, and you can alternate each side. If one side feels tighter, you want to do a couple more on the tighter side just to balance things out.
How often do you recommend people doing this? Every day?
As often as you can, really. There's no harm in doing more frequent stretching. You just don't want to over-pull it, yeah?
Okay.
And then the next one is you're going to turn towards your opposite shoulder. Turn towards your shoulder, and you're going to pull kind of like you're smelling your armpit.
So you're basically doing like a dab or looking at your bicep?
Yeah.
Flexing?
And then just grab the bottom of the chair, too, just to hold the shoulder down. So you should feel this one. This is a good levator stretch. So you stretch from the top of your neck all the way down to your shoulder blade.
You can feel it like opening up, yeah.
Yeah. And again, 30 seconds.
Whew. Are you supposed to be sweating? No, right?
Good. And then there's 2 other stretches that you could do for the torso and the upper body. And so what you're going to do is you're going to hook your hand on your opposite thigh.
Okay.
Okay. And then you're going to turn your body that way and extend your arm out. Good. Maybe down a little bit. And then you're extending your wrist back. So you should feel a really good stretch in your torso, chest, and all the way down your arm. Hold for about 20 to 30 seconds. You can breathe.
I know. It's like, wait. Holding my breath.
Take some deep breaths.
Now, it's just if you're tight, like yours truly here, it's just one of those things where you just gotta
Keep doing it. It's
Keep
like
doing
stretching
it.
a rubber band. Yep, you gotta keep stretching it out until it relaxes.
So you do this the other side, and what's the last one?
The last one is you're gonna keep your hand there hooked on your thigh.
Okay.
Arms up in the air, and you're just gonna lean straight over. So face forward. And you should feel a good stretch here in the lateral trunk area.
I'm hearing you can hear the bones cracking. So these are some great tips.
Great tips. The best thing, though, is you want to get up and move around. Ideally, you want to move about, every 30 minutes. But if you can't, use these tips and these stretches, and it'll increase circulation, it'll improve oxygen to your brain, and it'll help with your level of concentration and your energy.
Because if you sit at the desk for too long, your mind just kind of goes, wow, it's just
Yeah,
shot,
it's not
right? So you
good.
kind of got to get up, move around, stretch
Yep.
out. Do these tips. Julie Moon, thank you so much, as always.
You're
Always
welcome.
great. And thank you, because now I feel so much better. I'm ready to do this.
Stretch.
No longer like this. Got to be upright. Pretend with the tennis balls on your back and stay proper.